When you're given a tool such as Westlaw Next, it makes it that much easier to be given a research assignment, hop online, get it done, and then present it to the partner and be confident that what you're presenting is accurate.
We have collected experiences from all over the world. And guess what? Just making justice work is not a matter of writing good laws and then hoping that there are prosecutors, police and judges that will enforce them. We found that most innovation goes on in 5 areas. The first one is legal information. Everywhere on the world there are projects which are successful, which try to bring legal information to people, but then the information that they really need when they are in one of these problems. When you are in a divorce problem, something you need to know is what is reasonable to pay as an amount of child support. That's the kind of rules people really need in their most difficult moments. And that's the kind of rules that the legal system should bring to people first. And then the second strategy we see people working on is creating a sort of mixed model. A mixed model between what lawyers traditionally do and what mediators do. These people, we often call them facilitators, are as powerful and strong as a lawyer is, but they use their strengths to find a solution within a reasonable time. At the same time, they are as neutral and as good a listener as a mediator is. So we see a kind of hybrid models developing in the legal profession. And the third thing we see is that something is going on which is rather similar to what happened in the healthcare sector. If you look at a doctor working in a country like Nigeria or Nicaragua, you will certainly see that he has on his desk a big book with treatments for perhaps something like 1,000 different diseases. These are best practices from all over the world. They are written down in protocols that this doctor can follow. And of course he cannot solve every problem with that protocol, but he knows when to call a real specialist. And we see that that is a development also in the justice sector. We know by now how to solve problems of domestic violence. This is very subtle, but there are protocols and best practices for that, and people all over the world can use these same practices. And the fourth thing you need to make justice work is some kind of third party who can take decisions for you. And of course you immediately think of a court or a judge or a jury. But there are many more possibilities there. People can have authority, build up authority just because they have a kind of neutral position in the society already. It can also be the press, the media, who can have the role of the neutral forum. So what we see happening is that these processes are strengthened. It's not that you only try to improve the core system, but what you see in most countries that there is a specialization, different tribunals for different types of problems. You have a consumer problem commission, you have a specialized court for patent law, and that kind of specialization really works. And the fifth strategy we see is the use of IT platforms to support people. You see it in the US, where a company like LegalZoom is rapidly taking over the business of letting people write documents together, which they need to organize their life, their wills, their deeds when they buy a house, etc. And you see the same development in dispute resolution. We think that if now in 2012 you would design a new court, it would probably be not a building, but it would be a website which lets people communicate in a better way. There's a fantastic example of that also from the US. If you look at eBay, they succeed in solving 60 million problems between sellers and buyers every year. And that is really an achievement. And we think that that type of innovations is a big part of your future as well.